Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our season rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. Couple things before we get started. Hey, I have really thought about using someone with Will-O-Wisp to maybe counter a lot of the harder hitting Pokemon, like Zamazenta with the body press build and Ice Rider Calyrex with his build. We can also affect Koraidon, but Koraidon's known to have Terra Fire, and while the other two could also be Terra Fire, it's unlikely that they'll use it because of the fact of the other types that they're trying to cover for. Zamazenta uses water, so they probably wouldn't use that so that they could, withstand, Rillaboom, because Rillaboom doesn't do a whole lot of damage to it, but it does negate the fire damage from like Koraidon, Torkoal, Fire Ogerpon, anyone that does high amounts of fire damage to Zamazenta, which is why you would usually go with, Terra Water. However, some have been using Terra Grass to ignore Spore, which then allows them to be very effective against not only fire types, but ice types, and I think poison types as well, and I think bugs. Grass has like a lot of different weaknesses, but I'm not 100% sure on all of them. So with that being said, with having the effects of Will-O-Wisp and dropping the attacks by half, we should see a decrease of overall usage of, us getting beaten every time, but it's not always going to be like a surefire fix, right? It's a theory, and there is very little Pokemon that can actually use it. I think if I was going to put one in my team, I think Incineroar might be the best bet. I would have to take off Flare Blitz, but if I wanted to keep Flare Blitz on, I could take off Parting Shot. And a lot of people are probably gonna be like, no, don't do that. You don't want to do that. And the reason why I do is because a lot of the time I don't really swap out Incineroar with Parting Shot. A lot of times I feel like I want to keep it in because knockoff is a really good move and Flare Blitz could do a lot of pressure. It would die down considerably because of the fact that we've got a Kyogre in the team, which is why we're not using Chi-Yu currently, because Chi-Yu is really powerful. But as soon as Kyogre comes on the field, it becomes worthless. But if everyone uses like Sunny Day, or we fight against Koraidon, Chi-Yu would be extremely powerful for a move before it gets negated by a Terra Fire or something, maybe even Terra Water. So it kind of becomes like this hard Trick Room thing that we were trying to fight against, or not Trick Room, but this hard two-factor battle that we're trying to face, at least for my team specifically. It becomes a very intensive like what if scenarios, and I just have to make better plays to better yet counter what is currently in front of me. Right now, my two hardest battles is Zamazenta and Ice Rider. Those are the two hardest ones. They always give me the grief. So I'm going to continue with this and hopefully come up with something better. Now I do have some feedback of maybe replacing Urshifu with like water Ogerpon instead of fire. I don't know if that's going to really help out a whole lot, but I could also bring out Golden Go to take Fluttermane's spot. While it's not going to get like, it's not going to take the presence of, a choice specs, but ice is weak against this. But if it if anyone terras to water, steel doesn't do anything. So it is what it is. I can't do anything at that point. Second thing is, we will have, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that one yet. Yeah, I'll just keep the second thing under wraps right now. At least that one. 3-day weekend coming up for work, so I'm not doing overtime Friday. There's no sign up for Saturday as far as I'm aware, but I might go and compete with my buddy JT, and we'll do some actual locals. I'm excited because it's not every day that I get to go do locals, especially after setting up my debt-free goals. So it's gonna be really dope. So yeah, that's all that I really have for you, and that's all that I got. So like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into our matches and see how we do, shall we? Okay, so we got Entity Lantern. Okay, I'm probably gonna get rocked here. I'm not sure. Lantern, Gastrodon, Tatsugiri, Tornadus, and Miraidon. This is a wide assortment range of Pokemon. I don't really know how I should process this. It seems really out of really out there, like incredibly out there. Let's do Tornadus, Chien-Pao, Fluttermane. I want to bring in Kyogre, but I don't think that's going to be the best. They don't really have anyone with priority. You know what? We'll bring in We'll bring in Urshifu. Because they have Tornadus, I do have to worry about Tailwind on their side because I don't really have a way to stop it right now. I'm really thinking about taking off Rain Dance because I'm using Kyogre, so obviously I don't need to use it. So Taunt would be really, really helpful here. I still want to know how to do... how to counter a lot of these Pokemon. So Miraidon and Lantern. Okay. Yeah. Is this like a discharge set? I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. But I have Chi and Pow, which is going to do a lot. Let's go ahead and do Bleakwind Storm. And I'm going to Ice Spinner into Miraidon. They're going to Terra. And it's going to go Miraidon. Terra Electric. Yep. It would probably be good to have a ground type soon to be able to deal with that Pokemon. Tailwind. Ice Spinner. Right into the Miraidon. That's a lot of damage. And we got rid of the electric field. Soak. Change to a water type. Yep. Exactly what that set is. It's a lot of health. Oh, it just healed up to full. Okay. Yeah, we kind of saw that one coming. But I have Tailwind, but I don't think it's really gonna matter. But we'll see. Let's bring out Urshifu. Bring out Fluttermane. I'm gonna Moonblast into that slot. And I'm gonna close combat into the Miraidon. I'm gonna knock it out. That's gonna be my first and foremost focus. I need to be able to knock it out. I think if it goes down, I'll have an easier time dealing with this team. I don't know what else Lantern's gonna do, but that's a really really cunning. This combat, that's a lot of damage. Defense fell. Special defense fell. 50-50 Moonblast. Here we go. Oh no, not. I have Tailwind. I don't have to worry about 50-50s. I outspeed regardless. I completely forgot about that. He's already a water type, so does he just becomes a plain water type now? I'll have to look at his stats. He might just say water. Form attack. That's Tatsugiri. Okay. Yeah, it's just water. Dope. Moonblast. And close combat. Lantern. With through Lantern. Okay. Gastrodon. Okay. Close combat. So does Tatsugiri have Focus Sash? Does not. So it goes down for its trouble. They swat Gastrodon, so it's not going to do anything. Now comes Lantern. We'll Moonblast that slot, and I'll continue my assault on the Lantern. Close combat. Knocks it down to half. -3s, let's go. Moonblast. We'll go right into the Gastrodon. So no Yawn. No Recover. I don't know what else it does. Oh, Hydro Pump. But it failed. And my Tailwind's gone. It doesn't really matter. We did make some changes to Fluttermane, so now it is 100% based on speed. So it's the full 200 or 205 investment with timid, and we still have specs. So we do have around the same base and stats, which is great. And then obviously we still have the Scarf Urshifu. Yeah, 44 out of 46. Let's go. That was pretty neat. I kind of wanted to know a little bit more about the rest of the team. Really know what Lantern does besides Soak and Volt Absorb, but that open, it was pretty impressive. If I didn't get Tailwind off the first turn, I don't think I would have been able to survive very long. But with Tailwind and then those two in the back to just outspeed, yeah, 100%. Let's go. Okay, so we have Lilligant, Incineroar, Water Ogerpon, Sandy Shocks, okay, Groudon, and Whimsicott. So it's a Sun team, but what else does it have? Is it going to be the Sun Tailwind team? Or is it just going to be a Sun Hyper Offensive team? I don't know. Let's do, you know what? Let's do Tornadus, Urshifu, Farigiraf, and Qianpao. No, Groudon. We're gonna do that. So the plan is with like the swap out is I'm gonna swap out to Farigiraf, which is going to negate whatever prior that they have. So right now I only know about Fake Out. I think Sandy Shocks does Gravity, so that's something that I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. I don't really want to get hit with that. Sandy Shocks and Whimsicott, both shiny. Let's go. Okay. Protosenses boost on the Sandy Shocks. Speed was heightened. I don't know what you cap at, but I don't think it's really going to matter. Should I Terra now or should I Terra later? I will have to stop Whimsicott. Let's Terra now and not have to worry about it. Because we're going to Terra now, we're going to have the speed tier or the speed tie. I do not think Sandy Shocks is faster than Urshifu, but it might. I don't know how this is gonna work out. And I'm the Scarlet player. I should know this, but unfortunately I don't. Tailwind. Okay. We're both just gonna outspeed each other. Okay, do I outspeed or does he? He does. Interesting. Okay. We're getting Kyogre. We're gonna do Bleak Wind Storms, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do Origin Pulse and hope for the best. Since he outspeeds, I can't outspeed him with Kyogre. My best bet was to do... Oh, Sunny Day. That's cool. Thunder. Misses. 100%. Not 100%, but I do take out Whimsicott. Does hit both, but here comes the Origin Pulse. Does this hit both? It hits Origin. Yep, it does. And it's enough to get the KO. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, they're going to send out Groudon. And Water Ogerpon. Gotcha. So I'm going to Rain Dance, and I'm going to Protect. I do have Farigiraf in the back still. They're going to Terra. It's probably going to go to the Groudon. Oh man, it could go Ogerpon. Yep, okay. Get rid of the weakness to flying, which isn't bad, but now they don't have Water Absorb. That's huge, actually. They still have Horn Leech. I'm going to Protect here. I'm going to Rain Dance, which is going to boost up Ogerpon's stuff, which is unfortunate. Ivycutter goes over to Tornadus. This might get the KO. Yeah. If it wasn't raining, maybe it wasn't, but That probably would have been in our favor. Prep blades. I say prep blades. It's precipice. Principal blades. Precipice. Rock blades. Okay, so I'm gonna helping hand. Let's check. One more turn for Tailwind on both. And then speed goes back to normal. I'm gonna helping hand Kyogre. And I'm gonna Origin Pulse. Which again, it's not gonna do a ton to Ogerpon, but he doesn't get this health. He gets a +1 in special defense, and that's it. Groudon protects. So the Horn Leech here is gonna be a lot. It's enough to get the KO. That's not something I was expected. That's okay. Tailwind's gone. This is a loss. So we're just gonna run out of this one. Kyogre not living a Horn Leech from a water Ogerpon is kind of unsettling. I would understand like Fire Ogerpon when they get the attack boost and they're fully invested, but Horn Leech that doesn't do that much damage? That's something. We're gonna quickly calc for that and we'll be back in our next match. Okay, we got Whimsicott, Miraidon, Incineroar, Cornerstone, Ogerpon, Ursaluna, Blood Moon, and Galarian Articuno. Haven't seen him in forever. That's dope. So, what are we going to do in this particular matchup? Oh, and if you guys had the question of Kyogre versus Water Ogerpon, any type of attack investment, full attack investment, adamant, whatever it is, it's 100% going to KO. There's no real way to save Kyogre without sacrificing the Terra to like grass, which may happen. Like, it may happen. Only because like we can avoid Spore and we can also resist water attacks. I mean, we auto resist water attacks, but it's only just so that we could survive Water Ogerpon from like Corn Leeches, because otherwise it just does too much damage. We had like a good time last time with this set, so I think we'll walk in it. We'll walk in again and hope for the best. They don't really have anyone that could really do Trick Room on that team, so I think we're okay. And if they open up with Incineroar, then it's like, okay, well then we swap out to like Fluttermane and call it good and remove the -1 from Chien-Pao. Nope, it's gonna be Whimsicott and Miraidon. Okay, we're both gonna activate Tailwind, so I can't stop it, unfortunately. So what I'm gonna do instead is just try to go for my own Tailwind. Question becomes, do I stop the Prankster or do I save it for Fluttermane? I think stopping the Prankster might be better. It might open us up for other things down the line, but I have to stop it somehow. So we're gonna Terra, Tailwind, and it'll go right into Miraidon. But it's also gonna Terra. It didn't. Unless Miraidon's slower. Whimsicott could be slower too. I either won the 50-50 or they didn't really care. That's interesting. Nice spinner. Hits Miraidon, knocks it out. What am I not seeing? Did they fully didn't invest into speed, or they just didn't worry about it? Moonblast knocks down Chien-Pao. So what am I missing? I have to be missing something. I mean, I have to be, right? Bring out Fluttermane. Ursaluna. Do the Bleakwind Storms, and I'm just gonna go right ahead and just go with the Dazzling Gleam. I don't have to do anything else. I outspeed, so unless that little guy or Whimsicott wants to do Tailwind. I don't know what the call is going to be. Terra. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Ursaluna. Fairy. Okay. You don't really resist anything that I do, which is unfortunate for you. Encore. Does not affect Tornadus. Dazzling Gleam. Liquid Storm, which is going to miss someone. It's going to miss the Ursaluna, but it does hit Whimsicott. Hyper Voice. And it's a Life Orb set. Okay. Interesting. Outcomes. Ogerpon Rock, huh? Liquid Storm to Dazzling Gleam. I think that's the game. Dazzling Gleam. Down goes Ursaluna. And we stop Sturdy on Cornerstone. And yeah, this does have a chance to miss, but it doesn't, so it goes down. That is the win, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so in today's match, we might change Kyogre's Terra. Oh yeah, and we have Tornadus's option for Taunt. So Rain Dance to Taunt. While calcing for Ogerpon in the last match, I had a really hard time just trying to make sure that I survived one hit against Hornleech. Anything outside of that, it's a one-hit KO. So it's Wood Hammer, we're done. I didn't calc for Ivy Cudgel. It's 1/4 damage, but just the Hornleech itself was enough. So it gives us a couple things to look at, but we'll move on. Okay, we have Grimmsnarl, Chiyu, Wu-Chen, Kyogre, Golden Go, and Regieleki. Interesting. So what do we do here? How do we deal with this team? I don't have any fire types, so it's going to be really interesting. Let's do Tornadus, Kyogre, Urshifu, and I'm kind of thinking Fluttermane, to be honest. Let's do that. If we open up with Tornadus, Kyogre, we might be looking at like a really cool like Origin Pulse Bleakwind Storm open. I don't recall seeing anyone on that team that really controls speed. Okay, Grimmsnarl and Kyogre. Well, that was weird. I will also open with Kyogre. Let's do Bleakwind Storms. Let's just go right into it. Terra Water, Origin Pulse. It's not going to do much to the Kyogre, but should do enough. But that Kyogre could have Thunder, which then would put us in a really huge predicament. They're faster. Their Kyogre is scarfed. I have max speed investment. So the only way that I know that is that they have Scarf. Because I don't believe these do 50-50s. I believe these are definitive. If they're faster, they go first. I think that's how that rolls. Take out. Forgot he does that. Water Spout. Yeah, you're scarfed, because you shouldn't even be able to outspeed Tornadus. That's interesting. Lynch cannot move. I should be able to do this. I want to go for the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts would be really, really helpful. And we'll go for the Origin Pulse again. I should have protected last turn. Okay. We're gonna lose to a mirror. The Scarf Mirror. Oh no, Thunderbolt goes first. Now Water Spout's not gonna do that much damage. I say that as it does more than half my Flutter Mane's HP, which is really stupid. Sucker Punch is probably going to do a lot more damage, but we'll see. Yep. Pop. Yep, there goes Flutter Mane. Not protecting first turn, I think, got me. Because Water Spout here shouldn't do that much damage. Also, not activating Tailwind was probably like my downfall. But at the same time, it's like, how is Kyogre able to outspeed unless it did no investment into speed? It's a 4th. I resist that. That's a 4th, by the way. Regieleki. Regieleki is going to outspeed me. It just naturally does. Its base is 220. Electro Web's going to knock me out here. Oh, nope, Thunderbolt. Yeah. Like, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing I could have done there. I had Tailwind up first. I didn't see anyone that could do, like, speed control. And I didn't even think of Regieleki. Electro Web is really, really damaging, but I probably could have won that if I protected and Tailwinded. But I can't always rely on Tailwind in case we run up against the mirror, like the Whimsicots we've been kind of running up against today. But there's nothing a whole lot that I could do. Scarfed Kyogre that was able to outspeed Tornadus, but it wasn't able to outspeed Flutter Mane? Does it just barely outspeed Tornadus? Maybe even Whimsicott? Or maybe I just got the 50-50? I'm not 100%. That's interesting. I'll look at that too, and we'll come back to that. For now, let's move on. Yeah, we've got Kyogre, Tornadus, Urshifu, Archelodon, Indeedee, and Grimmsnarl. All right. So how do I want to do this? Tornadus for sure. Chien-Pao, Flutter Mane, Kyogre. No, Urshifu. That's who we'll bring in. I should bring in Fergaraf so that we can deal with Grimmsnarl, not only having Fake Out, but Sucker Punch. But I think this way is going to be a little bit better, a little bit more advantageous to us. Grimmsnarl, Urshifu, which is single strike. Let's Terra, Tailwind. And Sacred Sword into Urshifu. We're going to make it so Grimmsnarl doesn't really have a target on our side of the field. Now, he could bring up screens. In our recent dive on how screens works in doubles, it only lowers down the damage 33%, not the 50%. So this one's probably going to go to... Oh, Urshifu. Okay. Poison. All right. I want to say that it's still weak against fighting types, but I don't think so. Take out. Okay. Tailwind. Flinch couldn't move. Make it blow. Ooh, not very effective. That was a crit. Yeah, Secret Throat doesn't do anything. All right, we'll Sucker Punch into Sucker Punch. That's a lot. Liquid Storm hits both. Down goes Urshifu. Leaving Grimmsnarl alone. So, are you doing Power Break or Spirit Break or something else? Yep, Spirit Break. Bop. That's a good call. The one shot on the Chien-Pao though, that's weird. That's a little weird, if you ask me. And we'll bring out Flutter Mane. Go Flutter Mane. It brought out Tornadus. Let's protect here. And I will... Let's see, do I want to go with the Dazzling Gleam? Or I think the Moonblast might be better. Well... more turns of Tailwind. Liquid Storm, and I'm going to Moonblast into Tornadus. Okay. Tailwind goes off. Thunder Wave. The 2 setup turns. Liquid Storm hits. Down goes Grimmsnarl. And drops Tornadus' speed. So this is probably down with the Tornadus too. This is single target. Fully invested. Bop, there it goes. And it goes down. Okay, I sent out our next. Our last, which is our Celadon. We're going to protect. I'm going to Moonblast into that slot. They move first. Oh well, Flutter Mane is paralyzed, so. Blast. Drop its special attack. They don't have... Oh, interesting. They have Stalwart. It's not stamina. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Tailwind. Since ours fell. Now we have it 2 more turns after they do. Flash Cannon. To the Flutter Mane. It's not... Are you Assault Vested too? I haven't had to really worry. Okay, I was like, I haven't really had to worry about Flutter Mane at all. Celadon usually does a ton of damage to Flutter Manes. I kind of want to know what that build is. It was very, very interesting. I think they went fully defensive, thinking something else. Kind of hard to speculate though. We'll move on. Last fight of the video. We have Flutter Mane, Urshifu, Entity, Mewtwo, Whimsicott, and Chi-Yu. So how do I deal with this bunch? Tornadus for sure. Whimsicott, right? Yes. No. Urshifu, not Whimsicott. Urshifu, Flutter Mane, and Kyogre. We're not going to bring in Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao would be really, really great here, but if they bring up Entity, I can't do priority, and it shuts them off from doing priority themselves. So I'm okay with this, because at any junction, neither one of us could really use priority. So Whimsicott and Mewtwo. This is Tornadus and Urshifu. A Nerve, 2 Nervous Heat Berries. Terra, Tailwind. Surging Strikes right into... Well... You know what? No, they have to. Let's do this. I don't think Taunt's gonna come out. I think something else is going to happen. Okay. They're not tearing. We got Urshifu. So now I don't take as much damage. There's the sunny day. Tailwind. Surging strikes. It's not going to do a lot to this Mewtwo, which is really unfortunate. Hit 3 times. Solar Beam. You're really going to go... Yeah, you're right into Urshifu. Well, that was a shame. Now that I know that he has Solar Beam, it's gonna be very, very interesting. Oh, that's Life Orb too. All right, you want to do that? I'll do this. Come on out, Fluttermane. Here you go. I'm gonna protect here. Actually, I don't really have to. I'm gonna Bleak Wind Storm, and I'm just gonna go Shadow Ball into Mewtwo's face. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Shadow Ball Mewtwo's face. Mewtwo protects. Good call. Tailwind. Should have done last turn. Just saying. Bleak Wind Storm misses Mewtwo. Please hit Whimsicott. Yes, it does. Let's go. Lives because of Sash. Okay. And Speed Fell. Let's go. Bleak Wind Storm again. Swap to Kyogre. So I think Mewtwo is going to do something else now since it is Life Orb. It already protected. So once we swap, we should have the hit. I don't know what the speed tier is for Mewtwo though. So it might be able to outspeed Whimsicott and Tornadus, but I don't think so. Change the weather. So now Solar Beam doesn't do anything. Withdrew Mewtwo, which is not a bad call, honestly. Out comes Chi-Yu. Well, that's kind of terrible. Oh, you double switched. Okay. Not a bad call at all. Fluttermane. Bleak Wind Storm. 100% now. Speed fell on the Fluttermane. Oh boy. And yeah, we'll go Origin Pulse. Let's see what happens. Now I should be able to outspeed both. Fluttermane especially, but Chi-Yu, I should be able to. What's your plan? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? I don't know what Fluttermane item is. You know Whimsicott had to Sash, so they can't do anything. Terra goes over to Fluttermane, I think. Chi-Yu, okay. Grass. Electric? How about what? They don't know Discharge? I mean, he might. You're faster than my entire... No. Oh, thank you, Kyogre, for just barely living. Bleak Wind Storm hits the both, takes on the Fluttermane. So it's not going to be able to attack. I mean, they do have Tailwind. I just didn't know that TU would be able to outspeed mine. Fortune Pulse. Knocks down Chi-Yu. That's something I'm going to check right now, actually. Because we're live. And my Tailwind's gone. It's coming right back. Don't worry about it. Speed. Mewtwo is higher than Kyogre. And Tornadus, it seems. Oh, my computer's lagging. We'll get off Cerebi. Jesus, I can't. I can't. They have Tailwind for one more turn. You know what? Let's protect. Let's do that. Let's protect. I know they're going to get Tailwind back up, but I'm going to make sure that I can get mine up and not have to worry about it. Moonblast. And Expanding Force. Okay. Tailwind and Origin Pulse. Now Mewtwo has the higher base speed than Kyogre. But even higher than both of them, Fluttermane. Fluttermane has the higher speed. So, Expanding Force over the Kyogre. Does take it down, but that's totally fine. Mewtwo lost HP. Out comes Fluttermane. And this is how I win the fight. 100% Bleak Wind Storms. And I'm just going to go Dazzling Gleam to hit both. Yeah, you can protect. I'm not Shadow Balling this time. I'm not doing that again. Encore? Okay. Must do an Encore. I believe I attacked last time, but I might be stuck into Tailwind. I don't think it really matters now. Oh yeah, he is. Okay, I gotta do Tailwind again. It's dope. Oh hey look, the rain stopped. Oh, Tornadus can only use Tailwind. Okay. Here, I'll use Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Dazzling Gleam. Down goes Mewtwo. Let's go. We're 47-48. We went 4-2 today. That's dope. We did really, really well. Seems like switching everyone to like mostly speed tiers, just because that's where we're currently at. It's really funny. You can either invest fully into your attack stat or you can invest fully into your speed stat. Now there's some variations to the two, like surviving barely with like barely any HP like Kyogre did today. But yeah, that's really, really funny. And it's very, very interesting because the other thing that I could think of that could possibly make this like even different is to not do either one of those. Like right now, everyone's just still trying to find the balance. And then even this weekend when the LA regionals come up, we could possibly see a lot of more balanced teams like EV wise do incredibly well. So we're going to see that this weekend. It's gonna be dope. And because I don't have to work this weekend and I get a 3-day weekend, oh, it's gonna be glorious. I'm gonna have so much fun. Anyway, let's roll out the outro and get the day over with, shall we? All right, Pokefans, it's the end of the video. I don't like that one. And that, Pokefans, is going to be the end of today's video. We are 95 battles in with a win-loss record of 47-48. Currently ending today's video at 14,656. ending at 4 and 2, which was really, really cool. We found our first Mewtwo. That was dope. We saw Terra Electric Chi-Yu. That was also dope. We found out that Kyogre should probably change their Terra. That's interesting. We saw a scarfed Kyogre that just automatically outspeeds everything that I try to do. That was also not as dope, but it was still really cool to see that, first came out. So I found that one pretty interesting. During the mirror match, I couldn't be able to do anything, but right now we're seeing a ton of Tornadoses, a ton of Whimsicots. We're seeing other Pokemon that do incredibly well as well. It just seems like the two top pranksters are those two, and we are seeing more Grimmsnarls, which I, for one, am happy for. Sucker Punches ruins things, but most importantly, fake outs. With no Intimidate, you don't really have to worry about it, but I think you should just still bring in Incineroar regardless. He may not have the prankster ability, but you can still get a lot of stuff done without really realizing or relying on it, because knockoff can help you out pretty big. Parting Shot can also do really well, and I know that's a Grimmsnarl thing, but if you have to deal with a dark Pokemon, good luck trying to do anything, because you know prankster says no to dark types and other things like that. So yeah, but since it is the end of the video, go ahead and do me a favor by leaving a like of the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys thought of today's video, which match was your favorite, how I misplayed, and so on and so forth. I do reply to any and all comments left behind. If you guys want to talk to me anywhere else besides YouTube, you're more than welcome to join the Discord, which is in the description, or follow me on social media, which is also in the description. If you're a brand new viewer, hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Matt, like I said before, and I build competitive VGC teams from scratch. I am a brand new competitive VGC player. I've been kind of playing off and on, but I haven't been so serious until this generation, and I've completed in 2 different regionals. Both of them have been Portland in my hometown. Haven't been able to afford to go to any other places and was really thinking about going to LA this weekend, but I can't afford any of that stuff to go down there. So I am creating content for you guys to enjoy. The whole basis of the series and the show is so that I record all my matches, wins or loss. Doesn't matter if I do well or I do poorly. It's here for you. It's also here for me. We can both learn and we can both try to understand how mechanics go and possibly even understand the meta that is constantly evolving and changing over time in the Pokeverse, if you want to call it that way, or call it that. And it's just something that I can do. And because I'm heavily invested into Pokemon right now, this is it. This is my game. So I will be continuing to compete. I will be looking to do more regional tournaments in 2025. Just right now, it's not in the cards. But I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the show. There's a playlist at the end with over 260 videos if you guys want to see me compete. I've been playing since season 4, and I've even done one of the global challenges that's on the channel. And if they release anything more like special events and stuff, that'll be listed on here too. So hope you enjoy the videos as they come in. And if you do, or if you're a returning viewer, why not hit the subscribe button? It does help out the channel quite a bit, and it also helps the videos perform a little better. And you can always be clicking the notification bell over on the right to be notified when I upload next. I do plan on uploading every day this week, or the rest of this month, unless I have work stuff come up. That could be meetings, it could be overtime. I work swing shift, so if I cancel, it's because of the fact that I have to come home, eat, and then immediately get ready to go to bed and go to work the following day, which means I can't record and post anything for you guys the following day. So, but I will let you guys know ahead of time on either on the community tab or on social media or on Discord. So come on in, enjoy the fun. I hope you enjoy yourself. I'm here to learn. I'm also here to teach if you guys don't know how to play yourselves. So that's all that I've got. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, have a great day, and I'll see you then. Take care.